good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are across the globe. I'm Hussein Babu at UPBC Boxing, where we always talk about boxing. And today, the pound-for-pound champion, the Mexican International, has finally announced his next move after signing with Premier Boxing Championship. You've had me right. That's what we're going to talk about according to what is happening in boxing. Canelo Alvarez has announced his next fight will be against Jermell Charlo on 30th September 2023. The Mexican undisputed world super middle champion will defend his belts against the American in Las Vegas by the names of Jermell Charlo. Alvarez, a 32-year-old, successfully defended his world titles against Britain's John Ryder on 6th May this year. Briefly, if you do the mathematics and the calculation, from 6th May to 30th of September, that means you just had only a space of only 4 months. Remember, most of the time these titles are being defended in the space of 6 months. But here it's only 4 months. Remember, Mr. Canelo Alvarez had just signed a new promotional contract with Premier Boxing Championship just only 4 days back. Now he has announced his next move. Charlo, a 33-year-old, is currently the undisputed light middleweight champion and has won 35 of his 37 fights. Both fighters confirmed about via posts on social media, both using the caption "Undisputed versus Undisputed" and confirming the fight date. Charlo holds the WBO, IBF, WBA, and WBC light middle belts and suffered his only defeat back in 2018. Canelo Alvarez remains one of the most feared names in boxing after he beat Ryder by unanimous decisions in front of more than 50,000 people in Guadalajara, Mexico, improving his record to 59 wins from 67 professional fights. He had previously been linked with a fight against Jermell's twin brother by the names of Jermell Charlo, who fights at middleweight. But he has hoped to go for the undisputed champion. That means he's going to put his belt online by the date of 30th September. That's what is happening in the world of boxing after Mr. Canelo Alvarez announcing a new promotional company where he will be trading his business from, because is separated with Matchroom. Remember, Matchroom, their target and focus was a rematch against Dmitry Bivol from Russia in the otherweight category of light heavy. Hopefully, Mr. Canelo Alvarez is not thinking of fighting Dmitry Bivol at any given moment right now. The way he has entered into this contract and immediately announcing his next move. When you put all that together, it adds up in the way that he is not thinking about fighting Dmitry Bivol at light heavy. And remember, Dmitry Bivol previously had told Mr. Canelo Alvarez that maybe if he's not comfortable with a light heavy, for him, it will come down into the super middleweight. Then he fights for those belts. Mr. Canelo is trying to do otherwise according to the requests of Mr. Dmitry Bivol when it comes to super middleweight. But let's see what will happen. And remember, Canelo has not gone for the twin brother by the names of Jermell Charlo, who is at middle, but he has gone to the brother who is at light middle. So when it comes to these games of boxing and the tricks here and there being used by different promoters, being used by different boxers, you have to think in one way or the other. Congs to Canelo Alvarez, reason being, at least he's trying to give the entire world what they're yearning for, which you can't compare to the heavyweight, because heavyweight, they are refusing to give the world the entire fights they are demanding for. Right now, they're just protecting themselves and protecting their oaths. If one is still having one, all they're just thinking about money rather than pride when it comes to boxing. This is UPBC Boxing YouTube channel. I'm Hussein Babu. We shall meet again.